What does already here mean when time doesn't exist? Okay, so let's look at that. Let's show you how that works. All right. So, what are you aware of? You're only aware of what's happening now, right? Okay, so you're here in this moment. But also in your mind, you're thinking of your thoughts about tomorrow, later on, what you got to do, right? But observe this. When you think about the future or what you got to do tomorrow, I have a question for you. Is it happening now? The answer is, of course, no. So that should let you know, okay, so the present is here. Okay, so now let's move more to what it means when everything is already here. Because everything can only happen now, and the future and the past are just imaginations. They're just figments in the mind. There's no reality to them right now. Okay, so that leaves us with being in this present. That means everything has to be here. Now, how does that work? Well, let's go to the world of physics and particles and all that stuff. You and I, and all of us, are made of these tiny packets of energy, quantized or quantum particles. These energy, they vibrate, they oscillate. They're in your cells, your blood. They make us up. They make up us. Your brain takes these energy and transforms them into holographic pictures of our world. So that's how we see stuff. Okay. Now, with that being said, in the world of the quantum world, everything is connected because one atom, another atom, they create all stuff. So everything is interconnected. So because everything is interconnected, everything is already here in this moment. That's what it means when everything is already here. Now, the next part of your question may be, well, if it's here, why am I not experiencing it? The reason you're not experiencing it is about your perception. We all have different views of our reality. We call subjective reality. Someone can view that their dream and desire is 1 year or 2 years away, or one day they'll get it. The other person can dream that their reality is already here because they're feeling it, they're acting as if they will get it. Because they are now perceiving what is, which is the present. The other person is perceiving what could be, which is the future, which doesn't exist now, and they'll just keep perceiving what could be for many, many years. What could be, until one day they'll get it and say, wait a minute, I am chasing my own tail. If I stop chasing my tail, it'll be here. So that's what that means. I hope that makes sense. That was the easiest way I can put it. You gotta remember, energy flows where our awareness lies. And also commented, because you're not feeling it, you're not being it. That's correct. That's important now. Act as if is one of the most powerful ways that we can get our brains to cycle out of a loop and bring us what we want. Now, some people ask, well, what does feeling it and being it means? It's not as complicated as you think, guys. When you feeling it and being it, it comes as a package. All you have to do to feel something and to be something is to use your imagination. You can use your imagination by visualizing it, by writing it down, and then when you write it down and you visualize it, your body will automatically generate a feeling of being. That's all it is. You don't have to try to figure out, I gotta feel this stuff. You just automatically come. It's like when you breathe, the body just breathes, right? Now, to keep it going, now we have one job here on this 3D Earth. Our job is to be fine tuners. We're here to tune our vibrations to the frequency we desire to experience. That's all that's consciousness is. So when you come to school here, you come to school, Earth School, to be a tuner, a musician, like an energy tuner, like somebody's tuning the guitar and stuff. That's what we are. But that gets lost in the shuffle of our life because we've been programmed through what I call the matrix, and the matrix programs us away from that. The matrix programs us to focus more on the analytical part of our mind, which takes us out of tuning our vibration. So what you guys right now what you're doing, you're learning to tune your frequency, your vibration to the frequency you want, right? And I'll give you a tip about this. Okay, this is an example. You know that one of the most powerful things to manifest with is your gut, right? Your gut tells you a lot. So look at it like this. This is an analogy. You have a car. Your mind is the passenger in the car. Your gut is the driver. So you always trust the driver, not the passenger. Because the driver usually knows where they are going. The passenger is usually along for the ride. When it comes to the gut, Your gut will never lead you wrong. See how that works? There you go. And another thing is, guys, you have to talk to yourself a lot. Out loud, man. You gotta every day you should be talking to yourselves at least 50 to 100 times minimum. Yeah, really. And you have to talk in the question formats. And you have to talk like you're doing so. You have to talk like, why am I so famous? Why am I so wealthy? Why do people love me everywhere I go? How would it make me feel? What would my life look like with this? You have to talk out loud every day like that. Because if you don't talk out loud like that every day, you're not impressing your subconscious with new programs. You're just gonna have the same old habitual processes in your head. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you're not talking, your mind's gonna talk for you. So if you want your mind to talk for you, go right ahead. But the mind is not you, and the mind is so hypocritical. The mind just takes a lot. And let me drive something more about the present moment to show you something, because this is what you understand. Listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you something deep, right? Maybe simple. This may sound simple, but this is very deep. I want you to re-watch this or play this over in your head. Mark this down, whatever time in this video is. So look, the past and the future, they have no realities of their own. All of their realities, they're borrowed from the present moment. So what your mind does is, it goes in the present because it's there. It steals the present, and it goes in and it creates a future and a past. So your mind is taken from the present, it's fabricating it, it's stealing the present, and it's twisting it, and it's showing you a future that doesn't exist, that won't come, and it's showing you a past to make you remember and to get depressed. That's what your mind does. So if you think about it, whatever your worst future is, it's not going to happen. Now, I'll say something else. Now, this is an interesting point. Well, Mark, someone asked me this question. Said, Mark, but when I visualize, right? When you say visualize in the end, isn't that visualizing in the future? Or no? When you visualize in the end, it's in the present, because your mind, the only one job of your subconscious is now. All the other stuff is the mind creating a story. So when you visualize anything, it comes in the end. The end is now. That's why you got to do that. And also another thing to let you know, guys, whenever you visualize your dreams and goals, you don't visualize in the future. You're always visualizing now. But if you allow your mind to tell you it's the future, you're going to change your vibration. So remember that. So when you're visualizing something, the easiest way to get out of visualizing the future is to don't put time dates or time stamps on anything. Just visualize those things as if they are in this moment. See how that works, right?